In this video, we're going to be comparing two of Canada's most popular investment brokers in Wealthsimple and Questrade. We'll do a little overview of each, we'll talk about the pros and cons, and try to find what is the most suitable broker for you. What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel here, my name is Brandon. We post a video every week, so subscribe. And if you're interested in checking out our stock market investing course for beginners, which will be launched next month, you can actually put your name down for some discounts. That's that first link down in the description below. Let's just hop right on into the video, and we're gonna start today's video off by doing an overview of Wealthsimple. And we'll start with Wealthsimple because it is somewhat of a unique platform in that it's what we would call a robo-advisor. Now, what is a robo-advisor, you may be asking? I know that for many investors, it is a gray area, but the best way that I like to explain it is that if you sign up through Wealthsimple, let's say you've never invested before, you're brand new to the space, as part of signing up, you're actually going to go through a questionnaire, right? They have a questionnaire on their website, and based on your specific answers, they're going to generate, or they're going to spit out a sample or a suggested portfolio suitable to your situation, suitable to your needs, suitable to your goals. So that in and of itself makes the platform unique in that it provides you with some guidance. It's going to give you a suggestion. It's going to say, hey, listen, you sound like a growth investor and we recommend these investments. Now, in return for that service, Wealthsimple does charge a fee. And the fee that they charge here is 0.5%, all right? We can actually see the different tiers here. So if you're starting with under 100K, their Wealthsimple fee is 0.5%. If you have upwards of 100K, that drops down to 0.4%, all right? Now, it's important to mention that this is Wealthsimple's fee for essentially providing you with that robo-advisor service. Now, if you like the portfolio that they suggest and they say, hey, go out and buy such and such ETF, which you can do right away if you like it, and I think you can just go ahead and click the button and it'll buy them for you, you're paying that 0.5% fee on top of the MERs, or the management fee for the funds that you invest in. If you're new to the investing space, guys, any fund that you invest in, whether it be a mutual fund or an ETF, they do charge a fee for investing in them, all right? That's just standard. That's just what it's like when you want to invest in a diversified fund like that. Luckily enough that with ETFs, they're often very low cost. That's where you get the term low cost index funds. But just keep in mind that you are going to be paying the fee for the actual funds you invest in, plus Wealthsimple's management fee of 0.5%, or if you have upwards of 100K, 0.4%. It's still a very reasonable fee to pay, especially if you're somebody that's looking for the guidance. You want someone to suggest a portfolio for you. I do have a close friend, actually a subscriber of the channel, who's been with Wealthsimple for a while now. He's had nothing but positive things to say. And from my first glance, I've looked over the platform with him. I was really impressed, right? I really do like the layout. I like the functionality of it. And actually, as suggested by him, this is something that I didn't know. If you do sign up through Wealthsimple using an invitation link, so if you know somebody that's already on the platform and they invite you, they bring you on, you actually get that fee, that 50 basis point fee. It's going to be waived for the first year. So that's actually just a fun little cool thing to note, something that I didn't know about, and you can thank that subscriber for bringing that up. Now, I will touch on very briefly here their new platform called Wealthsimple Trade. And I actually have done a completely dedicated video to this. I'll link that one down in the description below for you guys if you want to check it out. I'm not going to go through and repeat everything I said on there, but this is basically their new commission-free trading platform. It's actually the first commission-free trading platform here in Canada. It kind of mimics that of Robinhood over in the States. So naturally, that got a lot of excitement generated. There's a lot of interest in this new platform. That said, it's actually not what I would recommend for a lot of beginners. It's not as glamorous as it seems at first glance, because with Wealthsimple Trade, as of right now, they only offer non-registered accounts. I hope I'm not losing anybody here for any new viewers, but with the Wealthsimple traditional platform, so the one that we're covering in this video, you have the availability to open up RSPs, TFSAs, you name it. You have a wide variety of registered or tax sheltered plans. Now with Wealthsimple Trade, the only account that you can open is what's called a cash account, which is a non-registered plan. And as I always like to say, if you're a new investor starting out and you have the option, you typically want to lean towards the sheltered plans, the RSP and the TFSA, rather than the non-registered account, because very simply, the investments that you're earning, the money that you're earning is going to be sheltered from tax in one of the accounts. It's not going to be sheltered from tax in the other. So that is really the downfall there that I see with Wealthsimple Trade. And it's actually why, as appealing as it does sound at first, it's typically not the broker that I'd recommend for a beginner investor. That said, it is still a super cool concept. And like I said, I did do a video already on that on the channel. So I'll link that one down below if you want to go check that out. But another benefit with both of these platforms, I'm not sure if I mentioned this one already, I don't know, is that there is no minimum. There's no initial deposit that you have to start with when you want to open up an account with Wealthsimple, which is actually one of the downfalls to Questrade, which we'll talk about in a second. Actually, we're just gonna hop right into an overview now of Questrade, and then we'll do a little comparison, kind of like a summary after. Now, Questrade is what I like to consider a true do-it-yourself broker, okay? Now they do actually offer, as you can see here, they do offer somewhat of a managed service. So in a way similar to Wealthsimple, we see that option right here. I'll tell you right off the bat, guys, I don't know anybody personally that uses this. I'm sure there are a number of people out there, but I'd say that with almost certainty, if you're somebody that's considering Questrade, you're probably thinking of this do-it-yourself, self-directed investing route. And the first benefit that we'll touch on here with Questrade is probably one that you've heard about. They have very low, very competitive commissions. And as you can read here, for stocks, their commission structure is 1 cent per share with a minimum of $4.95 to a maximum of $9.95. So the minimum you're going to be paying there, and this is what most people are going to be paying when they go out and buy and sell stocks, is $4.95, which when you look at the landscape of options here in Canada, very, very attractive there. I know that if you go invest through your banks, for example, a very typical commission is $9.99. So it's basically half the price there on the minimum side of things. But if you're out buying a very large quantity of stocks, because again, this is 1 cent per share, in theory, let's say you're trading a bunch of penny stocks, you can buy, if you bought 995 shares at a penny each, you're going to cap out at $9.95. That probably was just confusing as hell. Just think of it this way, guys. For most trades, you're going to be paying $4.95. Now, what makes Questrade very unique and actually a very appealing broker, in my opinion, is that this section here, you can go out and buy ETFs for free. And again, an ETF for any new investors, basically think of it as a basket of stocks. It's just a single fund that holds a bunch of investments. It's a great way for new investors starting out. If you're thinking about going like a low-cost index investing route, you can go out on Questrade and purchase these for free. You don't have to worry about paying commissions. Now, do keep in mind that you do still have to pay a commission when you sell your ETFs, all right? So it's going to be the same commissions there as stocks, a minimum of $4.95 to a maximum of $9.99. And a fun and important tip on that, by the way, guys, is that if you do decide to go with Questrade, don't go crazy on the ETF purchases, all right? Don't think just because they're free that you can go out and buy 10, 15, 20 ETFs just for the hell of it. Because when you want to get rid of those ETFs, when you look at your portfolio and you're like, I didn't even want to buy that ETF, when you sell it, when you look to transfer the money out of that investment, you do get hit with a commission. So that's how they get you. It's very enticing to think you can go out and buy a bunch of ETFs, but just don't go buy them just for the sake of buying them. You do have to pay the commission when you sell. That said, it's still a pretty awesome feature to have them free. Now they do list here some additional pricing for some other assets. Take mutual funds, for example, $9.95, bonds, GICs. I don't think there's going to be all too many of you guys that are interested in that. So you can feel free to go ahead and scan through those other options on their website if you please. But I will mention here as well, I actually received an email prior to filming this video that as from now until September 30th, customers can transfer their accounts over to Questrade, and they're going to be covering the fees for those transactions, all right? No minimums, no limits. So that is just another benefit that is currently going on, I guess a promotion that's being offered by Questrade. If you want to transfer your existing account from your existing broker, they will cover that up until September 30th. So that's just a fun thing to note there. Now, there are a couple downsides to mention here with Questrade. The main downside, in my opinion, especially for new investors, is that there is an initial deposit requirement, all right? You do have to start with a minimum balance of $1,000 in your Questrade account. I believe you technically can open up an account and have less. You're just not going to be eligible to trade that until you reach that $1,000 threshold. So for a lot of you guys, that won't be an issue, but I know for some younger investors, that may be a bit of a difficulty reaching that threshold. So that's the one downside. A second downside with Questrade is what's called these ECN fees. Now, I've actually never personally came across any ECN fees. You're typically going to come across these when you're trading penny stocks, when you're trading stocks that are on these smaller exchanges. When you're trading big or investing in big blue chip stocks on the New York Stock Exchange, you're not going to have to worry about this at all. But if you're somebody that plans to invest in a bunch of smaller cap, micro cap stocks, I've heard many negative stories about ECN fees being far higher than commissions. People actually getting screwed over with the ECN fees. So like I said, guys, I actually don't have any personal experience that I can speak on there. You guys know the types of investments that we make on this channel, but I would actually ask if there's any of you guys at home that have experienced ECN fees, leave a comment down below so that other people watching this video can learn from your experiences. They can get a better grasp of that, because it's something, like I said, I can't really speak too much personally on. Now, in wrapping up this video here, I'll give you guys a comparison and my thoughts in just a second, but I will just address a few general questions, I guess you could call them. Starting for one, both of these platforms do offer mobile-friendly access. You can access them through your desktop. You can access them through the mobile app. A question that I actually come across a lot is, are these brokerages safe? It's a good question, actually. And if you had to ask me, like, the answer is, your money's just as safe with these brokers as they're going to be with the banks. Of course, if you want to get technical about it, I guess the banks would be safer, but all of these major brokers here in Canada, when you've established yourself up, when you've built up, these guys are managing, I believe here Questrade, for example, is managing $9 billion in AUM. When you're a broker that's this built up and established, they're all protected by the CIPF, the Canadian Investor Protection Fund. They're regulated by all the regulators. Point being is that your money's going to be safe with these brokerages. They do offer customer support with both platforms. Honestly, it's hit or miss with who you're dealing with or whether they're busy that day. But I guess in summary here, if I were to give my overall suggestion, my overall thoughts on these two brokers, and hopefully guide you there in the right direction, in the right way, what I would break it down to is that I'd first of all say these are both fantastic options, all right? If you invested with either, I'd personally have no issue with that. I think that both brokers are awesome choices. It's more or less about finding what works for you. But if you are a complete beginner who is looking for some guidance, if you like the idea of going through that questionnaire and having a suggested portfolio built up for you, I would absolutely lean towards Wealthsimple, all right? I'm actually a huge fan of the layout. If I were to compare strictly visually, Wealthsimple and Questrade, hands down, my money would be over towards Wealthsimple. I really like the modern look. I really like the idea that they help you out. They give you that base suggestion, which again can be awesome for any brand new investors who have no idea how to structure a portfolio, who have no idea what type of balance they're looking for. They're basically just starting out and they want to keep things simple. Now, if you're an investor or a prospective investor who's done their research, you've gone out and you have an idea of what type of stocks you want to buy, if you have an idea of how you want to structure your portfolio, you've at least took the onus on yourself and you want to be a little more hands-on, I'd probably lean towards the route of Questrade, because from a dollar perspective, it is cheaper, as well as those ETF purchases that's pretty hard to pass up on. especially if you're just thinking of going the traditional buy and hold route. If you're just wanting to take the option of low cost index investing, buy and hold for the long term, you can go out and buy funds month after month after month without ever paying a commission on that. You can go out and buy the ETFs and just accumulate if you don't plan to sell for a long time. And then if you do want to go trade stocks, you can do that at a $4.95 commission. That said, you do have to be in much more control of what you're doing for the Questrade route. So that's really what I'd break it down to, guys. If you want a bit of guidance, you like the idea of having that suggested portfolio there for you guys, Wealthsimple would be my suggestion for you. If you want to go completely on your own, you don't need the help of a robo-advisor, you basically just want to do everything yourself, I'd lean towards Questrade. So if you guys enjoyed that video, if you enjoyed the comparison, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. I'll actually include below this video 2 videos that I've done previously on Questrade, the pros and cons of Questrade specifically, as well as a full walkthrough on the Questrade platform. I wish I had a video out on Wealthsimple. If somebody wants to lend me here a Wealthsimple account to go through and make a tutorial, I'd be happy to do that. But I'll include those links down in the comment section, down in the description below for you guys. And actually, if you do decide to go the route of Questrade, you can click the link down in the description below. And if you sign up through there, you're actually going to get your first $50 in commission-free trades. And Questrade actually sends me a referral fee or a commission for sending you there. So that's actually a really awesome way that you can support me, that you can support the channel. If you do decide to go the route of Questrade, I really do appreciate it, guys. I wish I had a link set up for Wealthsimple, but I don't just yet. But like I said, both are great options. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out our investing course. It's launching next month, depending on when you're watching this video. That's that first link down in the description below. But as always, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.